data protection notice, check-ins and messages, transmitted over amateur radio or any connected system, as part of any DV Scotland net, or any net that DV Scotland may host, may be streamed online and recorded. Names and call signs of all net participants in any DV Scotland net are logged via the Net Logger program, and a summary of check-ins and attendees are made public via the Net Logger program or logging software. We believe this to be for reasons of legitimate interest under GDPR regulations. Messages posted in the Net Logger chat box, social media or any other medium may be relayed over air as part of the DV Scotland's net, if the net controller deems it to be relevant to on-air discussion or the net. See our website at www.dvscotland.net for more information. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and please subscribe to see more videos and content from our nets. If you would like to link up with DV Scotland, or have a Allstar Simplex node in Scotland and would like it to be part of the DV Scotland network system, please email admin@dvscotland.net. That's admin@dvscotland.net. DV Scotland, bridging the gap in digital and analogue radio in Scotland.
Folks, this is MM0TMG, otherwise known from now on as GTCSS. We will be using the DV Scotland club call sign from now on. Operator name Kev. Location Dundee, East Coast, Scotland. So let's get into it. We'll start the Monday night multi-mode DV Scotland net. And we request that you give your call signs twice and once phonetically. So let's get into it. This is GM5 DVS looking for any check-ins. QRZ.
Mike 0, Uniform, Kilo Bravo. Mike 0, Uniform, Kilo Bravo. Bruce in Northumberland.
I'll just give a second to sell. Good evening, Bruce. You must have your finger just about sitting on the trigger figure. You must have just had it, your finger just sitting on the trigger there. Just waiting to button. You're in first anyway, you're not going to get the strap this week. And you're sounding really nice and clear. So, I wonder how things have been, what you've been up to. Have you been doing any GM5 DVS?
M0 UKB returning. Well, Kev, first of all, hope you had a good Christmas. And yeah, after missing you last week, there was no way I was going to miss you this week, so I thought, you know what, I'm getting straight in there. I'm getting on the money, and I'm going straight in for the kill. So there you go there, Kev. Have I been on with any projects? Well, yeah, I've been playing with a little box of tricks that I'm going to take portable, and it's got DV switch in it. It's got Allstar, and it's going to be connected to a little radio, so I can put that in the car when I go portable, and then I can go for a wander, and I can remotely control it, and send it to various digital modes as well if I want, and talk on an analogue, any old analogue radio, and use that to do that. So that's been my little project, and just finishing off with that, and it's going to be a bit of fun, but I can see it being handy. I can sit it in the car, go for a wander, and that way I can play DMR, YFS, P25, NXDN, etc., or I can play good old-fashioned analogue as well. So dead easy, and I thought I had the bit, why not? So it was a bit of a challenge there, Kev. Trust you're doing well, you're sounding good, and I hope Santa was good with you, and yeah, pleasure to be on the net here. So put it back to you, Kev. GM5 DVS from M0 UKB.
GM5 DVS coming. Yeah, well, it's all good here, Bruce. All good. It was a quietish Christmas. We were at my daughter's. Well, I'm saying it was quiet. It wasn't that quiet, actually. It was quite a lot. There was myself, 3 daughters, and their partners, kids, and my son-in-law's mum, who's a bit strange, but anyway, never mind. That's part that's an old mother-in-law joke. But no, she is a bit strange. But anyway, so I managed to sort of say hello. That was about it. That was enough. But anyway, I had a good day, and Santa was okay to me. He got me clothes and the usual sort of stuff that blokes get. Smelly socks, that sort of thing. Nothing radio related. Got tickets to Kevin Wilson concert. He's apparently coming to Dundee. It's either this year or next year. So my daughter told me that. She's got the tickets booked, so that'll be good to go and see him next year. It'll be a bit of an uplift after the tough time I've had. So yeah, it'll be great to go and see him. It'll be in the Cairns Hall in Dundee. It's certainly not going to be as big as the Albert Hall, but it holds I don't know what the Cairns Hall would hold. Probably 500,000 people, possibly. I don't know. Quite a big place, but it's not huge. But nevertheless, I'll go and enjoy the banter. Okay, Bruce, thanks for the check-in, and you're first in the log. And nice to speak to you, by the way. And you're sounding great. And your wee box trick sounds a great piece of kit. I'll have a wee chat with you another day. I'm not on the net, and I'll speak a bit more in detail about it. It sounds good. Okay, let's see if we do have any more check-ins. We'll try and get through a few. This is GM5 DVS, listening for any check-ins. Golf Mike 5, Digital Voice, Scotland. Z.
MM0, Mike 0, Delta, Romeo, Alpha.
Okay, MM0DRA, you are in the log, number 2. Very good evening, Ali. How's things?
Hi, Roger, Kevin. Yeah, everything. Just not correct, yeah. The Cairns Hall holds about 2.5, maybe 3. Okay? It's a big high hall and a lot of seats. And you know what Mr. Lennon said about bums on seats? Anyway, I'll not go into that. So, yeah, I've been fine. I had a good Christmas. All fed with fish Saturday, all the family. Super duper. A lot of good laughs. And it was good to have everybody there. Anyway, I'm sitting here with other radios on here. They're all on different bands doing different things, so keeping myself happy. I've got the volumes all down on them, except this one, just now. So back then you get from MM0DRA.
Okay, Ali, well you're sounding really good. Are you going through the wee micro node, and what radio are you speaking to on? It sounds good, over.
Hi, MM0DRA. Yep, I'm actually coming straight through you, to be honest. I'm just thinking I maybe shouldn't be coming through the nobody else will be here. I'm coming through my 847. Maybe I should come through the node. I haven't done that. Although it's linked, it's on, but there you are. So anyway, I'll no bother any more. I'll let you back to it. MM0DRA clear. All the very best, Kevin.
Yeah, and very Merry Christmas to you, Ali. Sorry, mate. Should have said that. Just before you go, I take it you're coming in on 2 meters, yeah?
Yep, Roger. That's over.
MM0TMG. Oh, no, it's not. It's GM5 DVS, sorry. I've got a feeling I actually said MM0TMG a minute ago. Anyway, it's GM5 DVS. Okay, Ali, that's brilliant. That's good to see the gateway getting some use. Thanks very much, Ali. Keep it up. You're sounding good. And obviously the words are good. That's the first time, as far as I know, that I've actually heard my own gateway being used by a local on 2. I've heard the 70, this one that I'm coming in on, but I haven't heard the 2 metre, so it sounds good. Okay, Ali, all the best, mate. Thanks for the check-in, and you're sounding good. Nice strong signal, as it probably should be. But I'm glad you had a good Christmas. As I say, I had quite a good one as well. I had a wee practice on my guitar, actually. I had the grandkids. I'll tell you a bit more about that. It didn't do my back a lot of good sitting up, actually, playing away. I suffered. I'm still suffering for it, so I think the guitar will have to stay in its case for a wee bit longer. I'm sure my neighbours will be pleased. Okay, any more check-ins on the DV Scotland multi-mode Monday night net? This is GM5 DVS QRZ, please. Yeah, somebody did key up there, but we got no audio. Try again. This is GM5 DVS, looking for any check-ins. Any check-ins on the DV Scotland Monday night multi-mode net? GM5 DVS QRZ. Okay, we'll plug away. This is GM5 DVS, in case anyone's just switched on. DV Scotland multi-mode Monday night net. We're on every Monday from 9 PM. Well, actually it's 8 PM this week to 9:30 this week. So I wonder if we've maybe got anyone who would like to join us. Don't be shy now. Come on, pick that mic up, say hello, and we're quite a friendly bunch. This is GM5 DVS, looking for any check-ins. QRZ.
Mike 6 Charlie Mike Golf, M6 CMG, Mick in Lincoln.
Okay, M6 CMG, Mick in Lincoln. Good evening to you, Mick. You're coming in loud and clear. I think we spoke before on here. I think you've checked into the net before. Good evening. The name's Kev. We're in Dundee. Over.
Yep, we've spoke a few times, Kev. A few times I've called in on your net. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you've had a good Christmas. And I'm sure with you being Scottish, you'll have a wonderful Hogmanay as well. Hi. So, all been quiet here as such. Couple of days with my mothers, getting fed. Put on about 2 stone in weight, I think. But other than that, it's been a quiet Christmas, thankfully. M6 CMG.
M6 CMG GM5 DVS returning. No problem at all, sir. Well, you're coming in loud and clear, and there's nothing like your mother's cooking, But sadly, mine is no longer here, or my dad. My dad's cooking was something else. Everything on full blast. You know, he wasn't one for holding back. He'd stick that ring, he'd have it up full blast, stick the frying pan on it. As soon as the old egg got cracked into the pan, it'd be like there was an explosion in the house. Oh, he was some boy. Everything had to be cooked on full blast for him. But my mum, she was a good cook. Basic, but good food. She made a great pot of soup. She made a great pot of soup. She told me about her first pot of soup. She said it was the very first pot of soup. It came out like concrete. I found it quite hard to believe because her soup was brilliant. But there you go. Okay, Mike. Well, you made it in, and hopefully we'll hear from you again, mate. Nice to work here. I don't drink, actually. I'm one of the few Scots that don't drink, so you can have my share, or anybody else that wants it. You're quite welcome to have it. I will not be sitting up waiting on the bells coming in. To be honest, it's I don't know. I just think you could drink any day of the week, so it's nothing special for me, but some people like it. It's dying out up here. It's especially all these restrictions that's been put on. The Edinburgh Hogmanay's been cancelled. I'd imagine the Glasgow one will be cancelled. The Dundee one will, is it? You know, it's just, nah, it's not going to happen up here in Scotland, I'm afraid. You will get house parties, of course you will. I don't know whether the police will go around stopping them or not. I'm not really interested. I'll not be at any of them. Unless I get offered a gig and paid for it, then I'll maybe go. But, you know, apart from that, I'm not interested. But, anyway, all the best, mate. Thanks for checking into the net. Without people like yourself, we wouldn't be here. So, thanks, and a big shout out to the Freestar guys as well, lads. It's appreciated. It's been a good year. We've had good fun. And, there we go. Okay, let's see if DVS looking for any check-ins. I've timed out. Stand by.
TM5 DVS, 2M0 Mr. Craig here from Lumphanan. Going to on P-Star, to the next line.
Let's see if we have any. This is GM5 DVS listening for any check-ins. QRZ, please.
This is Mike 7, Golf Papa Lima. Mike 7, Golf Papa Lima. Graham, Burton-on-Trent.
Okay, I think it was M7GPL. And, oh gosh, I forgot where it was. Burton-on-Trent, I think you said. Anyway, you're coming in really good. Nice. I like your audio. It's nice and crisp. Yeah, it's good audio. I'll be interested to see how you're getting into the system. So maybe you could come back on the next over and tell me how you're accessing the system, because you sound really clear. Name here's Kev, Kilo Echo Victor, and I'm located in the city of Dundee. Back to you, over.
This is Mike 7, Golf Papa Lima returning. Hi there, Kev. Well, I was originally trying to get in on RF to one of my local repeaters, which was GB3NF, but every time I put a shout out, I wasn't getting through to you. So I'm on via Echo Link at the moment. I'm coming in on the 2E0 FWV link, and I'm using an Enrico TM8 network radio. So that's basically how I'm getting into you. And on this system, you're coming through absolutely fantastic. On the RF through the repeater, through the Nottingham repeater, you were fine. You were a really good signal, but I just couldn't get back to you on there. I'll hand it back to you before I clip the repeater.
Yeah, okay. If you want to try again in a wee while, see if you could check in a second time. We don't mind Well, I don't mind second check-ins. If you want to try again, don't know if you could, I don't know what the weather's like down there, but if you could stand outside with a handy or something like that for a minute or two, you might just make it in the box. But you're certainly sounding good on that network radio. Yeah, they have their place. It's not for me really, but I could see a use for them. Particularly if you're a lorry driver or something like that, you can stick it in the cab and you know you're doing your stuff and you've got your wee, either it's connected to your phone or a dongle or something, Wi-Fi, something like that. I could see they definitely have their uses, and I'm certainly not going to knock them too much. I like RF myself. I'm using low power here because the node's in the next room. It's the Jeep. It's one of Peter's creations that I'm always forgetting his call sign, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm sure most of you know who I mean. Anyway, I've took a complete mental blank. I've just forgot his call sign. That doesn't matter anyway. Peter, you know who he is. He's made hundreds and hundreds of these nodes. Ali's got one, I've got one, most of us up here have got one, and loads and loads and loads of people use them, and that's what I'm talking back to on a DM4600, which is it's actually a PMR radio, but it's only on, I think it's putting out 1 watt at the moment, because it's just in the next room, so, and it's a little indoor 70 sems half-wave vertical dipole, which it's using at the moment, so that's how we're getting back to the node. Okay, all the best, have a good one, and as I say, if you get a chance later, try again on your local box, you might get in. I didn't hear you, or I would have answered you, but try again later on, and you might just be lucky and get in on that. It'd be good to get you on RX, see what the difference of audio quality would be. But it's definitely good on that radio. All the best, and thanks very much for the check-in, and Merry Christmas. I don't know if you celebrate New Year, but if you do, have a few on me. Done it again. Have a few on me, and if you like a drink, have a few on me, because I don't, so you can have one of mine. Okay, is there anyone else who'd like to join? We're looking for check-ins on the DV Scotland Monday night multi-mode net. This is GM5 DVS QRZ.
Kev, you've also got 2 Mike 0 Juliet Uniform Mike, 2 M0 M0 Juliet Uniform Mike. He called in before that other station from your net logger.
Okay, doke, the net will be finished by the time you're on key. 2M0, I think. Juliet Uniform Mike, if I'm remembering right. If you're still in the wings, it's your turn. The microphone is yours. GM5 DVS listening. There was a carrier there. Try again. GM5 DVS.
You were both Dublin there, Kevin. You're both Dublin, mate. Try and call again, the 2M0JUM. Have you just listened for a new, Kev?
GM5 DVS, this is 2M0JUM. Can you hear me there, Kev?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you. Your audio's a wee bit garbled, but I can hear you. And you're loud enough. Okay, maybe you could come back with your name and your location, over.
GM5 DVS, this is 2M0JUM. Yeah, name's Craig. Did a lot of Holland. Currently using D-Star on camera mode through XLX 600. Which is probably why the audio's a bit.
GM5 DVS returning, yeah, it's quite garbled, but I can get the most of what you're saying. I just have to kind of pin my lugs back a bit more than I would for Analogue, that's all it is. It's just the conversion, there's little we can do about that. Probably, I mean, somebody might be able to tweak a setting or two, but I'm told D-Star is a wee bit like that, converting to Analogue. So I don't know if we could do much about it. Anyway, nice to work here. I think you're I'm not sure, but I think you're a first check-in to the net. I'll just put it back to you to see if you've been in before, Craig. But I don't recall ever speaking to you before, so well done on coming into our net if it is the first time. And hopefully you won't be a stranger from GM5 DVS, over.
2M0JUM. No, I've checked it before. I've spoken with you. But yeah, well, thanks for the check-in, and hope you're all doing well, and
Okay, Craig, no problem. And by the way, season's greeting to you and your family, and you know, nice to work here anyway. I haven't spoke to you before. There was a wee spell where I wasn't on the net for a while, but initially it was me that ran the net fully, and then I had a wee break because I wasn't too well for a wee while, and me and Andy have decided between us that we'd just share the responsibility, so that way if there's any muck-ups, at least we could take the blame jointly, and I could blame him, he could blame me. Aye. Okay, all the best. Thanks very much for checking in, although it was a wee bit difficult for me, but you took the time, and that's what counts, and without people like yourself we wouldn't have the net. So thanks very much for the check-in, and we hope to hear you again. Okay, this is GM5 DVS, Golf Mike 5, Delta Victor Sierra, Monday night DV Scotland multi-mode net, looking for any check-ins. QRZ.
CF Mike 7 Charlie Echo Foxtrot.
Okay, Mike 7 Charlie Echo Foxtrot. I mean, there was someone else just straight after you, but only got, I never really heard what they said, but we'll take you first. Mike 7 Charlie Echo Foxtrot. This is GM5 DVS. The microphone over to you. Go ahead.
Mike 7 Charlie Echo Foxtrot returning. My name's Alex. We have spoken before, Kev. I'm not far from Manchester. I've just come on really to say that, like you, I don't drink, so there are at least two Scots who are teetotal. I appreciate I don't sound Scottish, but I was born at the Royal Aberdeen in 1954. I've also come on to say Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope you all had a nice day and a quiet week. Mine's been fairly quiet. Christmas Day, we went to my daughter's for Christmas dinner, and she and her husband are both vegan, so I wasn't looking forward to it, but it was surprisingly good. I mean, having pigs in blankets made out of some sort of, I don't know what it was made of, Kev, but it didn't taste too bad. Anyway, once again, I wish you all a Merry Christmas and 7-3. I'm looking forward to the debate tonight between Oscar and Shane. I heard it last time, and I'm an Analogue man, and I'm coming through on Analogue at the moment on MP7 IUK. So I'm going to be rooting for Oscar. Back to you, Kev. 7-3. Take care. God bless.
GM5 DVS, Mr. Thank you very much for your good wishes, and likewise to you and your family. Don't know if I would, I'll be honest with you, I don't wish to offend anyone, but I don't know if I would fancy a vegan Christmas dinner. But I suppose I would try it once. Like you said, you were probably exactly the same as I'm thinking. Oh God, that'll be awful. But you said it wasn't, so you know, maybe we have to try things. But that's just the way it goes. And whoever that is that's just came in on the Amazon speaker will just have to wait. So there we go. But yeah, I certainly had a good day at my daughter's. I'm glad it was her and not me. I did offer her to help me some dishes, but she said no. would have been more than happy to give you a hand, actually, to be honest. But he said, no, got a dishwasher for that. I says, what is his name? Barry. That's her husband. And I think everybody laughed apart from Barry. But anyway, all the best, and thanks for taking the time to check into the net. Yeah, we have spoke before, several times actually. We spoke a few times. I remember you saying that you were originally from Aberdeen, although you certainly don't speak Doric. But all the best, mate. Have a good one, and we'll pass your drink on to someone else as well, whoever wants it. Okay, is there any more check-ins to the DV Scotland net? GM5 DVS, go ahead.
2 Echo 1 Hotel Whiskey Echo 2E1 HWE Oscar Southend on Sea.
Good evening, Oscar. I forgot the other lad's name I was just talking to 2 seconds ago. I'm going Doolally. I'm also in your camp, Oscar. I have to say, I'm an Analogue guy. They both have their place actually, but I had a discussion actually with somebody about that today. I'm an Analogue person, no, really. I actually prefer the old way ham radio used to operate, you know. You didn't even have to program the radio up. You took out the box, connected it up. There was 8 repeater channels, 1750 hertz tone burst. I preferred the good old days myself. But there we go. Time moves on and progress moves on, and you know, we can't just stay in the same old place. Anyway, I wonder how you're doing, Oscar. Back to you from GM5 DVS.
GM5 DVS from 2 Echo 1 Hotel Whiskey Echo. Yeah, good evening, Kev, and everyone else on the DV Scotland net. I'm just doing a bit of light sparring at the moment. Getting all limbered up for the big rematch at 10 o'clock this evening. Obviously, I am currently the undisputed champion of the Analogue versus Digital after the last win that I had. But it means nothing because we are going again this evening, me and Shane, M0VUB. And I'll just ask you to save any comments for later. You know, we want everyone to call in with their opinion later once you've heard. But it was very, very close. I just picked it, but only just last time. So it's whether it will be my night again. We will see. And yeah, you want to be careful there, Kev, because some of the digital people out there might refer to you as an analog dinosaur potentially. But there's nothing wrong with that, because maybe I'm from the Jurassic period as well. But there we go. It's all fun. Don't want anyone to take this too seriously this evening. It's all in the name of entertainment. It is holiday season. Kick back, relax, get a drink, and enjoy a late night net with some topical debate. Hope you can join us, and everyone at DV Scotland. Nice to hear you. Hope you're well. Merry Christmas again, and hopefully you'll join us in an hour and a half. 7-3 for now, Kev. Back to you from 2E1HWE.
Yeah, 2E1HWE, GM5 DVS returning. Yep, fine business, Oscar, and I'll make a date. I'll certainly listen in for a while and see how it goes. I missed the last one. I don't know why. Don't know if it was when I was in the hospital or I just wasn't feeling great and just missed it. I'm not sure when it was, to be honest, but I missed that one. But I'll certainly listen tonight. I don't know if I'll listen to the whole thing because I've got someone coming around at 10:30. So I'll have I think you said 10 o'clock. So I'll have a wee listen in though before the door goes. There's somebody coming in with, possibly coming in anyway with a late selection box which will do my diabetes a world of good. But anyway, it's gratefully received. Anyway, thanks very much for taking the time, Oscar, and nice to hear you on, and good to see the network holding up. Big shout out again, as I say, to you lads for your help through the year, and we look forward to another, well, we're not in the new year yet, but you know what I mean. We'll be back after the new year and stuff and have another good, you know, good fun. It's all about fun, and you're right about the taking this all in good fun. It's so, you know, it's all very well. People say, I prefer this mode, I prefer that. That's fine. You know, let's take it in a light-hearted and good-spirited manner. I'm an analog man, though, myself. I'll admit that full all the way. Although some of the new kit I like, it's just I'm not really clued up on the programming upper radios. That's the problem I've got more than actually operating them. Okay, before I time out, GM5 DVS, looking for any check-ins. GM5 DVS, looking for any check-ins. QRZ, please.
Mike 0, Juliet Victor.
Good evening, Scotland. QC2 ZVI. Kilo Charlie 2, Zulu Victor India. Mike from Lake New York.
Lima Alpha 6, Uniform India Alpha, Norway.
You got the fact. Okay, folks, stand by. I got you, you got no idea about it. Stand by. I think it was an English station, so the station, the mic station, all I got was M. Would you like to go first, please? The UK station only, please.
Mike 0, Juliet Victor Lima.
0, Juliet Victor Lima, I think it was. This is GM5 DVS, GM5 Digital Voice Scotland. Good evening to you. The name's Kev, Kilo Echo Victor. We're in Dundee. This is the DV Scotland Monday night multi-mode net. We're on every Monday, usually from 9 PM to 10:30, but this week there's been a shift, just, I think it's a one-off. 8 PM we came on, and we are on till 9:30. So, nice to make your acquaintance, and you maybe did give me your name, but if you didn't, I've either missed it or you didn't give it. Maybe you could just give me your name, over.
Mike 0, Juliet Victor Lima returning. Yes, good evening. The name this end is Rich. We're based down in Birmingham, in the West Midlands. And yeah, I just happened to hear it. I happened to tune to 145.375, 337.5, and just heard you guys having a natter. Thought I'd call in. It's my first time checking into the net. I've just had a little look on the internet, the way it all works. Yeah, quite impressive. Seems to be a few stations on. Nice to make your acquaintance there. So back to yourself from M0, Juliet Victor Lima.
Okay, no problem at all. You're making the trip okay. A wee bit of smooth noise on your signal, but it isn't bad enough to be a problem. I would give you Radio 4 probably. Definitely readable, no problem at all. Okay, thanks very much for taking the time to check in. There was a few stations, a bit of a pile up. There was a station stateside, so I think you're next. The station that was calling stateside, would you like to go? You've got the mic from GM5 DVS. Go ahead.
Sierra Kilo Oscar, K2 Sierra Kilo Oscar in Rochester, New York.
Okay, no problem. The name here is Kev, Kilo Echo Victor we're located in Dundee, which is about 50 miles northeast of Scotland's capital, Edinburgh. And you're making it into the system, no problem at all. Loud and clear, over.
Did you turn that over to K2SKO? This is K2SKO in Rochester, New York. Kev, did you turn that over to me?
Yes, I did. I'm sorry. My bad. I should have gave your call sign. I'm sorry. Yes, I did. So go ahead, sir. Very, very sorry about that. On you go. My bad.
Okay, very good, Kevin. GM5 DVC it is. DVC. GM5 DVC. This is K2SKO in Rochester, New York. I should go right over and get my next door neighbor. He's a Scotchman. He and his wife were both in the British Navy, but they moved to the United States, and they live right next door to me. And he has a beautiful Scottish brogue. So I have fun understanding him always. And I'm in Rochester. I'm in a suburb of Rochester, New York, in an Indian name, Irondequoit, Irondequoit. It's an Indian name, and it's a suburb of Rochester, New York. We're up on Lake Ontario. The handle here is Cliff. Good old English name, Cliff. Clifford. Back to you. GM5.
Okay, Cliff, no problem. You're dropping out a little bit. You're kind of dropping out a bit. I don't know if you're using a hotspot or something, but yeah, it sounds like your connection's dropping from time to time. As I say, sorry about not giving your call sign. Anyway, nice to hear you, and you've made the trip in, you've made it into the log, and oh, by the way, the call sign's GM5 Delta Victor Sierra Golf Mike 5 Digital Voice Scotland, DVS. So thanks very much for taking the time to check into the net. We've got a few to get through, so we'll best bash on and see what we have next. There was someone else, but I have no idea. There seemed to be quite a pile up there. It was quite difficult pulling anything out of the noise. But thanks very much for taking the time to come in. We're on every Monday, usually 9 p.m. UTC to 10:30 on a Monday. But this evening it's been put back an hour to 8 p.m. to 9:30. So hopefully we'll go back to a normal slot, and no problem at all. Thanks very much for taking the time. Okay, this is GM5 DVS looking for some more check-ins. Give your call sign slowly, please, and twice, and if you could, once phonetically. That'll help me get it right this time. This is GM5 DVS listening for any check-ins. QRZ.
Lima Alpha 6, Uniform India Alpha, Norway.
Okay, Lima Alpha 6 station, you have it. Good evening to you. The name here is Kev, Kilo Echo Victoria, and we are in the city of Dundee, which is about 50 miles away from Scotland's capital, Edinburgh. So, there we go. You're getting into the system loud and clear. I wonder how you're accessing the system, if you're going through a local repeater or a hotspot, or if you're on Echolink or some other way. Go ahead, over.
Well, good evening, Kev. My name is Anders. Alpha November Delta Echo Romeo Sierra, and I'm coming in from Norway through my Allstar link node in my attic. It's more like a hotspot, but it's 20 watts out, so it covers the local town where I'm living. My hometown is Lillehammer, 200 kilometers north of Oslo into the valleys. A very nice winter city. It's quite cold here now, minus 16 degrees and a little bit of snow. We're just relaxing here by the fireplace after some Christmas guests have left us this evening. We have them for dinner. So I just had this hint of this net going. I saw it announced on Facebook, so I just hooked up my node until this net. So I want to say hello. This is my first time checking in. My profession is I'm a teacher in computer science and computer networking in a military academy here in town. So I'm also encouraging my students to take up their ham radio license, of course. Apart from that, I'm coming in, yes, over Allstar Link. I'm very fascinated about Allstar Link, and I was wondering, does this net also has a DMR talk group? In that case, I would like to hear the number. Apart from that, I did some of my studies in Scotland, in England. I was a student down in Sunderland, but one of my teachers was employed in Glasgow by the Strathclyde University, so I spent much time and also brought my motorbike a few times. So I've been like 20 times around in Scotland with my motorbike. Not all the time with my motorbike though. So my supervisor is living in Lumphanan, not far from Dundee. It's a small village a bit north of Perth along the A9. I'm not sure if you are aware of that is. Well, never mind. I'm enjoying Scotland. I've had some wonderful holidays there, and I really miss coming back after this pandemic has ended, so I'll sure be back. And my favorite place is Isle of Skye. I think everything that's beautiful in Scotland can be found on Isle of Skye. That's my favorite. Also the Talisker whiskey, of course, is very tasty. So that's about everything. Nice to be inside this group. And back to you, Kev, from GM5DVS from LA6UIA, Lillehammer, Norway.
LA6UIA, GM5DVS. Yeah, no problem at all. Time's up, I'm told. So yeah, that's fine. All good. And yeah, nice to hear you on. Your English is very, very good, by the way. Very, very good. I'm a born Scot, and you speak it better than me. So well done. Congratulations on your English. Absolutely faultless. And nice to hear you on. I'm glad to. I used to be. I like computers. I used to love them. These days, it must be an age thing, but these days I used to love playing around with beta software and all sorts of stuff, and trying to, I used to drive the computer until I basically broke the thing. And yeah, these days I just want to switch a PC on and have it work, and then do whatever I need to do and switch it off, and that's the end of it. I used to love playing with software. I'm a Windows insider, but in actual fact I haven't. Windows 10 or Windows 11, I didn't download any of the insider builds this time. I've just seemed to have lost a bit of enthusiasm for it. I've had a few burnt fingers, my own fault, putting beta software or even alpha software on production machines is not a good idea, as I've found out to my cost. But you learn from that, and you move on, and the secret to computing is back up, and back up again. Okay, I think we're going to turn it over. Our co-host Andy seems to be quite keen to get in the chair, so over to you from GM5DVS.
Well, thank you, Kev, for a nice talk. I'll be back some other time, I guess. I usually have some other duties on Mondays, but I've been able to check out by the end of the session. I usually be back by 9:30. I mean 8. What it was I like? Yeah, something about the end of your session. Well, never mind. Have a wonderful afternoon, evening. Talk to you later, Kev. It's been a pleasure. This is 73 and from Lima Alpha 6 Uniform India Alpha. Back to you.
GM5 DBS, did we lose you? GM5 DBS, K2 SKO.
Yeah, K2 SKO, GM5 DVS. No, I did say 7-3 to you. Wished you all the best. I don't know if, and I did say that your connection seemed to be dropping out, so maybe you lost the connection and you didn't hear us, and a Norwegian station came in just after you. But all the best in New York, and you have a good, I don't know if you celebrate New Year, but you go through your next door neighbour who is Scottish and have a few drams with him on New Year's Eve. I'm going to turn it over to our other host who also does the other half of this. I used to do the whole thing, but he's now doing the other half. He seems pretty keen to have a go tonight, so let's put it over. His name's Andy, and he's going to pick the mic up. Hopefully he's there. He had a few we did a few you maybe heard us testing the day. We had a few problems. Let's see if he's there first before I officially hand over. Andy, you hear me okay? Over.
Aye, fine, Kevin. Aye, loud and clear, mate. Loud and clear. MM0D.
Okay, the call sign's yours and the chair's yours, mate. And hopefully you'll get a few in. I've made a few mistakes tonight, but never mind. Okay, over to you, Andy. MM0TMG.
Yeah, okay, Kevin. Fine, mate. Thanks very much for doing the net, and I'll catch up with you shortly. Okay, very good evening, folks. My name's Andy. My call sign's Mike 0 Delta X-Ray Echo, and I'm now going to be switching to the DV Scotland Group call sign, which is GM5 DVS. Okay, this is GM5 DVS Golf Mike 5 Digital Voice Scotland on the Monday night multi-mode net. Looking for check-ins. QRZ, say your call sign twice and phonetically, please. GM5 DVS.
GM5 DVS, Mike 7 Kilo India Papa, Mike 7 Kilo India Papa.
Very good evening, Sean. Nice to hear you on. Compliments to the season, and I hope you're well doing the number kip. Mike 7 Kilo India Papa, GM5 DVS. Go ahead.
GM5 DVS, Mike 7 Kilo India Papa. Good evening, Andy, and to Kevin as well, and to all stations tonight. Yes, right back at you. Compliments of the season. I hope you're having a Merry Christmas tide and looking forward to the Hogmanay to come. Today we've just been sitting out, chilling out, eating too much, watching too much telly, and chillaxing. The 5 of us, the 3 boys, are still working their way through the Christmas presents. So we're going through batteries at a rate of knots, high. Other than that, just had a really easy day and enjoying the Christmas vibe. MM7 TIP back to GM5 DVS.
Yeah, fine, Sean. Yeah, I think we're all guilty of that. Eating too much, certainly. Not had all that much to drink, mind you. a few beers here and there, but that's been about it. Nothing major, so we're we're okay. We've been just taking it easy, the same as everybody else. I think that's what holidays are all about, isn't it? You can just enjoy yourself. Okay, Sean, thanks for the call, in, mate. We'll crack on, see if we get one or two more check-in. I'm going to finish up pretty early tonight, probably bang on 9:30, because I know the three-star lads have got things going on about half an hour later, so I'll wrap it up fairly early tonight. So thanks again, and we'll catch you next week, Sean. Okay, I wonder if there's any more check-ins. This is a DV Scotland Monday night multi-mode net. And if you say your call sign twice, and phonetically please. This is GM5 in DV.
Mike 0, Tango, Zulu, Romeo, M0, TZR, Paul, County Durham, North East of England.
Yeah, Mike 0, Tango, Zulu, Romeo. A very good evening, Paul. Nice to hear you on. I think we have worked before, mate. Nice to hear you. Nice clean audio from you this evening. And you're sounding really good here. M0 TZR from Golf Mike 5 DVS.
GM5 DVS. This is M0 TZR. Yeah, thanks for that, Andy. Yeah, all good this side. Coming into my personal hotspot here, little Allstar node, upstairs in one of the bedrooms. Yeah, I had a good time over Christmas, and just got the feet up at the moment. A few days off work. Weather down this side's been a bit overcast and quite foggy in places. So yeah, that's the story. Enjoying the net. Just following it on NetLogger also. So quite enjoying this little bit of downtime. Back round to you there, Andy. GM5 DVS M0 TZR.
Okay, I was just letting the time announcement go out. Yeah, fine, Paul. Yeah, well, that's it. That's what this time of the year's all about, I suppose. Just taking it easy for a little bit and sitting back and enjoying things, isn't it? So that's good. Yeah, well, this is a pretty informal net. We're pretty relaxed on here. We don't have any any main rules that we set out. We just the main purpose of this net, Paul, is just to have a good old QSO, or a good old blether, as we say here in Scotland. So that's what we're all about here. Okay, mate, good to hear you on. And if I don't hear you before the new year, have a good one. And I'm quite sure we'll hear you in 2022. So thanks for the call in, and we'll catch you soon. Okay, I wonder if there's any more check-ins on the DV Scotland Monday night multi-mode net. We're live across the DV Scotland network this evening, and the Phoenix network and the Freestar network, and probably many more, which I'm not going to bore you all by going through it all. So I wonder if there's any more check-ins. QRZ, please. Golf Mike 5, Digital Voice Scotland.
MM6, BOS, Mike 6, Rose.
Well, we're up in the northeast now. Good evening, Bruce. Nice to hear you on Mike 6, Bravo Whiskey Sierra. Wonder how you are, mate. Nice to hear you. From GM5 DVS. Go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah, no problem. MM6, BOS, yeah, no problem. Just here listening. And I was wondering when you text me earlier on, when I was speaking to Stevie, like you said, on 600. See? Right? Okay. I was wondering how I was coming through to you, like, but yeah, all good, I said. Hopefully you a good Christmas. It's been okay this time so far. We're up to my parents again this Friday again for New Year's lunch. So what's that? All good this time,
Yeah, fine, Bruce. MM6 BWS, GM5 DVS. Yeah, fine. Yeah, no, that was my fault. I I was close by a hotspot and I was hearing it quite clear when I told you I was hearing it, and that's all it was because the preamp was on. And I'm saying to myself, he says 7, how's that? And then when you told me where you were, it suddenly clicked. I thought, oh, okay, I know why that is. just one of these things. So just very briefly, Bruce, I wonder how you're accessing the system this evening.
I'm going to do 600D just now. I have the white X on as well, but it seems to be a long delay, a 4 or 5 second delay between the D-Star and Fusion there.
Yes, okay, Bruce, fine. Aye. How you're the second person checked in on 600D tonight, so that's quite good. It's not brilliant audio with the conversion from D-Star to Analogue, but we can make it what you're saying, which is good. Okay, Bruce, we'll crack on. Get 1 or 2 more in before the end of the net. Nice to hear you on, buddy, and compliments of the season to you. And I'm sure we'll catch up with you quite soon there, mate. Okay, I wonder if there's any more check-ins on the DV Scotland Monday Night Multi-Mode net. When we say a call sign twice, and phonetically, please. This is Golf Mike 5 Digital Voice Scotland. Go on.
Golf Mike 0 Uniform Bravo GM0 UUB. It's Graham here in Dunkeld.
Very good evening, Graham. GM0 UUB GM5 DVS. Yeah, hi Graham, Andy here, and Kev's just finished up. So nice to hear you on, and compliments of the season to you, Graham. GM0 UUB GM5 DVS.
Well, thank you, Andy, and season's greetings to yourself and Kev there and everybody else in DV Scotland. And thanks for all you guys have been doing, and as part of the several different networks all coming together and everything else. It's very, very friendly, very relaxed, and it's very nice to be part of, that's for sure. But yeah, just wanted to wish you the best, Andy, and everybody else. And we had a really nice Christmas day, myself and Helen. Kind of just ourselves with the dogs, and very nice. Ate too much, drank too much, and well, you know the script. And we went over to down to Fife today, down to Cowdenbeath to see Helen's parents. So we did that chore today, and then our chore for tomorrow is go up to Inverness to see my parents. So we'll pop up there and spend a few hours and come back down again. So. For the dogs, but yeah, it's been nice, quite relaxed, and no, not too much pressure and no rushing around. So it's all been very nice there, Andy. But with that, I'll pass it back to you, Net Control, Andy, and see if you've got any further check-ins. But all the best to you, sir, and no doubt we'll speak to you beforehand. But if not, have a great New Year. But I'm pretty sure we'll speak beforehand, Andy. Okay, back to Net Control from GM0 UUB.
Yep, GM0 UUB, GM5 DVS. Yeah, okay, Graham, fine. And yeah, I don't know whether you were or not, but we're actually carrying your net now on a Friday. DV Scotland's carrying your net across our digital and analogue network. So that's you might hopefully get a few Scottish stations in, to join the many check-ins you get from around the world. So and fine on taking a trip down to Fife. Well, there's no better place than Fife, Graham. That's where I am at the moment. So born and bred. So that's the story. Okay, all right to hear you on, and if we don't catch you, have a good and happy and prosperous 2022. And I'm sure we'll catch you a few times over the next year, Graham. I'll put it back to you and see if you've got anything else, and then we'll crack on and get 1 or 2 more before we close down at past. GM0 UUB, GM5 DVS.
Well, thanks again, Andy, and well, of course, Helen's here as well, MM7HQS, and Helen Queen of Scotland was, of course, born there herself in Fife, so So yeah, she's wondering where were you actually born, which part of Fife were you from. So she's listening in the background there, Andy, so you can maybe let her know when you're next over there. But no, nothing more to report. And yeah, I do appreciate that DV Scotland are carrying the multi-mode net on a Friday, and I think it was Gordon that let us know from the 17th of this month, and every Friday going forward. And so I really do appreciate that. And it's always great to hear some neighbours checking in as well as our friends around the world, that's for sure. So Andy, once again, thank you, sir, and have yourself a good one, and we'll hopefully speak to you again very soon. GM0 UUB, all the best.
Yeah, fine, Graham. GM5 DVS returning. Yeah, well, Helen, I was born in Craigtown in St Andrews, so I'm sure I wasn't. I'm far too old to be born in Kirkcaldy. So that's where I was born in Craigtown. So I'm sure you'll know it. It's no longer there now, of course, but that's where I was born into this wonderful world that we live in now. Okay, guys, nice to hear you, and we'll look forward to catching you again from GM5 DVS. Okay, I wonder if there's any more check-ins on the DV Scotland Monday night multi-mode net. We're live across the DV Scotland network, the Phoenix network, and the Freestar network, and probably the International Radio network as well, and many more. I wonder if there's any more check-ins this evening. This is GM5 DVS, Golf Mike 5, Digital Voice Scotland, QRZ, with your call sign twice and phonetically, please.
This is Mike 7,
Victor
Hotel,
Echo 6,
India, Juliet.
Delta Charlie Victor.
Mike 7, Hotel,
Victor
India,
Echo
Juliet.
6,
Steve
Delta Charlie Victor.
QSL.
Victor Echo 6, Delta Charlie Victor, VE6 DCV.
Okay, we had a bit of a collision. Oh dear, we had a bit of a collision, but we'll try and work through it. Okay, Victor Echo 6, Delta Charlie Victor, I've got you. And there was a Mike 7 Hotel. The Mike 7 Hotel, would you like to go ahead, sir, from Golf Mike 5 DV?
Good evening, Andy, Golf Mike 5 DVS. This is Mike 7, Hotel, India, Juliet. Steve this way, Mike 7, Hotel, India, Juliet. QTH this way is by Wolverhampton train station. QSL?
Okay, we've got that all sorted out. So, Golf Mike 5 Digital Voice Scotland. Okay, Mike 7 Hotel, India Juliet, I think. Oh dear, we've got my Google speaker and my Amazon speaker piping up for some reason, but that totally distracted me. So, sorry about that, folks. That's what happens when you've got so much tech in the shack. So Mike 7, Hotel India Juliet. Go ahead, Steve. Nice to hear you on from Golf Mike 5, Digital Voice Scotland.
7HOJ returning from Wolverhampton. Yeah, Andy, you've got a absolutely crystal clear station there coming from where you are, and your modulation is absolutely crystal. It's one of the clearest I've ever heard on the frequency in a long time. And yeah, brand new M7, a year now, November just gone, and absolutely loving the whole thing. I don't do HF or anything. I'm just on 2 meters 77s, and we've just finished for a couple of days. I'm going back to work Wednesday for a couple more, then off for the weekend, and then back to normal as usual, another year. But it's been great to be able to listen on the hub and listened to GM5 DVS Scotland live tonight, and it's been a pleasure. I hope you've had a great Christmas, and I hope that next year is even better than the last two. So this is Mike 7, Hotel India Juliet. Back to GM5 DVS Andy. Back to you.
Yeah, Mike 7, Hotel India Juliet. GM5 DVS. Yeah, okay, Steve, well, thanks for the audio report. we try and make it sound as good as we possibly can. So that's quite good. It's sounding okay, and it's always a bit tricky to try and get your audio to a sort of happy medium, especially when you're working across a number of different modes at the same time. We're currently coming in on Analogue at the moment. I'm on Analogue FM, and I think I've messed around with the levels quite a lot to try and get the audio right. So I think I've maybe just got a good balance with it all now, which is great. Yeah, we had a good Christmas here. It was nice and relaxed and quiet, but it was all very good. Never had any major stress incidents, which was fine. So yeah, but we're on every week, Steve. I think you said you're fairly new, so we're on every week. We're on a different time this week, but usually we're on from 2100 to 22:30 UTC, and we're on every Monday. It's usually Kevin, MM0TMG, and myself that do this net at the moment. Kev's on first, and then I finish off, and we've been doing that for a few weeks now. That seems to be working fine. So nice to hear you, and all the best for the coming season, and I'm sure we'll catch you again next year. Okay, so we'll crack on to the next station in my list is Victor Echo 6 Delta Charlie Victor. Good evening to you, sir, and go ahead from Golf Mike 5 Digital Voice Scotland.
Well, Net Control and everyone listening around, well, good afternoon from Calgary. Victor Echo 6 Delta Charlie Victor returning. Well, where do I start? Well, certainly have a Christmas hangover, as they say. We're just sitting here taking it easy, kind of recovering from the last actually few days, 3 days. So we've been busy. Right now, we're just sitting back. The other half there is watching a movie, and thank goodness it's not a Christmas movie. I have a rule: shortly after Christmas, no more Christmas movies. But I've got a feeling that won't. She won't listen to that one, so I'm sure we'll be watching a few before the season's up. That's about it from here. Back to Net Control.
Yeah, Victor Echo 6 Delta Charlie Victor. Yeah, you won't win that one, I'm afraid. You'll just need to throw the towel in and retire to the shack. That's the easy way. You can always find a bit of sanctuary in the shack. So nice to hear you on, and compliments of the season to you. And we're on every week. I think you maybe heard me telling the station before, but we're on every week. And usually it's 2100 to 22:30 UK time. So I'm sure we'll catch you again on the DV Scotland Monday Night Multimode Net. 7-3, and we'll catch you soon. Okay, I wonder if there's any more stations would like to check in on the DV Scotland Monday Night Multimode Net. QRZ, please. Golf Mike 5 DVS. Say your call sign twice and phonetically, please. Go ahead.
Golf 0 Victor Quebec Mike.
Uniform Bravo. M0VB. Shane in Nottingham for UK.
Okay, Golf 0 Victor Quebec Mike. I've got you. And Mike 0 Victor Uniform Bravo. So, nice to hear you both on. So, where is he first? Golf 0 Victor Quebec Mike. Go ahead. GM5 DVS.
Okay, GM5 DVS, 0 VQM. I just popped in. I was just turning volume down here, so it's a bit annoying. I know. I'm just watching something here. But yeah, it's been a mild day here today. Very mild in Croydon. Oh, yeah. 16 it was. We got down here. But it's about 5 now. So we reckon we're getting about 16 or 17 centigrade tomorrow. So it's been quite mild. Yeah, we had a nice Christmas. My son and daughter-in-law were here. And they've just gone back this evening at 4 o'clock. So yeah, we had, I think we stuffed ourselves too much. the Christmas dinner. Oh dear. And then we had Christmas pudding and brandy sauce. And then after that, I said, well, I got some trifle. So I said, I want some trifle then. So we had that as well. So a good day was had by all, back to you.
Yeah, T0VQM, GM5, DVS, okay, fine, well that's it, as long as you enjoyed yourself and had fun, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? You get a good feed. Yeah, I think we're all the same, you know. You have a couple of days of it, don't you? You know, you do it on Christmas Day and you do the day after as well, so you need a week to recover from it all. So I find on the temperature. It's not been quite as warm as that here. I think about 5 or 6 here today, so a little bit warmer than it was yesterday. It was absolutely freezing yesterday. But I would say the temperature was a little bit better today, but it's getting cold again here tonight. So I just don't know. I'm more used to it now. It's still not as cold as I've seen it. You know, if you go back to the sort of 80s and the 90s, it was absolutely freezing at this time of the year. But it's not quite to that stage yet. Okay, I'll do it back to you one more time, see if you've got anything else, and then we'll move on down the list here. G0V2M, GM5DVS, go ahead.
G0VQM or something, and I've just saw a video tonight. My granddaughter, she took a couple of steps. My son, youngest lad, he sent me a video. And she's now walking, and she's getting into everything. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, I said, now your trouble will start. She climbed the stairs today. She actually climbed the stairs on her hands and knees. She said, I better put them gates back up. So he took them off because she was walking. And now they're back on again, back to.
Oh, aye, that's a good time. I remember it too well when they first start to walk, and you can't keep up with them. They're absolute everything, aren't they? You know, and it's a good time. And then they soon move on for that and go and do their own things when they get a wee bit older. Okay, maybe just give me your name for the log, please, if you don't mind, and then we'll move on down the list here before the end of the night. I'm not wanting to run over my time tonight because the Freestart guys are. I've got a number of nets going on, so don't want to be causing any problems. Just give me your name for the log, please. Anyway, G0V2M, GM5DVS.
Hi, the name is John, Juliet Oscar Hotel November.
Okay, John. Well, nice to hear you on, and I'm sure we'll catch you again. We're here every week for 2100 UTC, so you can call in any time if you hear us on. Okay, you Shane. Nice to hear you on. M0VUB, GM5DVS.
GM5DVS, 0VUB. Yeah, okay, right, just on the, yeah, I think I'm getting through it. I'm just testing the P25 on there. I'm on the P25. I've got quite a few stations connected on the P25. So I was just testing it out, but I'll come back on DMR on the next day, but if you put it again handy, but yeah, we're just getting all set up here. Don't worry, there's plenty of book around. If you've got plenty of time, don't worry. As I say, the net can't start till 10 o'clock, so there's plenty of buffers in case, you get an influx of callers or whatever. But, yeah, just testing out the P25. I had this on for quite a while, to be fair. So I thought I'd just test it out. Anyway, I hope you've had a good Christmas, Andy, and I hope you've treated the DV Scotland and all that, and with plenty of beers and good meals up over the Christmas holidays, or if you just have a quiet one, you have to let us know. Back to you for 0VUB.
Yeah, fine, Shane. M0VUB, GM5DVS. Yeah, fine, mate. Yeah, no problem at all. No, you sound okay on P20. I mean, obviously, I can tell you're on a digital mode. you'll hear Kevin banging on it about a lot. He's always complaining bitterly about the quality, but you know we know this before we put these things in place. You know that the quality isn't the best, and that's just the sort of way it is because you've got all the conversions. I would say D-Star doesn't lend itself that great coming across to Analogue at all. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. But Fusion and P25 and DMR, you know, they sort of work. Again, I wouldn't say it's perfect audio. You know, you could definitely find fault with it. But other than that, it sounds we can make the contact, which is the main thing. And I wish I'd seen your face today, Shane, when I sent you that answer to your question back, because you must have been sitting shaking your head and thought, "Oh man." I couldn't help myself. I was going to say something else, and I thought, no, I'm just going to give him a one-worder and see what he says. And your response was absolutely priceless. M0VUB, TM5DVS.
Yeah, you're a right one, you are, and I was I already come off the back of the missus winding me up as well. Yeah, there you go. But no, yeah, it's all back on anyway now, I think. I'm not checked actually, but it's there. It's on the thing. XLX 600X. It's all there. So happy days on there. Happy days. Right. Well, I don't know if I'm getting the. I've got to have the wobbles on the internet tonight. So it's been a bit dodgy since the kids have rinsing it with the Netflix and whatever. So yeah, just the kids having all the Netflix and everything on the night that I'm going to be doing the net on the internet. So there you go. But I'm back on the TYT MB380, the iconic radio that got DMR pretty much all started. And yeah, I think you'll probably agree on that one. But I've got this charged up. I've got my iTera 685 charged up. P25 is halfway there on its slow dock charger. That's a big hefty thing. And that's it. I've not got any C4 FM on me to hand or any D-Star. Well, I've got the D-Star, but I ain't set it up. I'm unprepared today, I must admit. So there you go. Right, anyway, fantastic night as usual, Andy. I'll pass it back to you. You've probably got time for another couple of call-ins, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I'll leave you to it. Cheers for now, Andy. Take care. All the best. And have a great festive rest of the holidays, mate. Cheers for that. I'm there every year, mate.
Yeah, okay, Shane, fine. M0VUB, TM5DVS. No, we're all under control here. I think Oscar must have thought we had some sort of memory problem. He was sending us reminders earlier on there. But it's okay. We were all in the same time zone, so it was fine. So yeah, we're all good. So everything's worked out fine. No, I did say from the start that Kevin and I agreed this morning we weren't going to run over your time, just in case you lads had any testing or had to do before your 10 o'clock start there, Shane. So that was the sort of reason for that, mate. So yeah, it's back on. I did notice it was back on when I was looking at the dashboard earlier on. So yeah, all is good, and yeah, I couldn't help but wind you up, mate. So sorry about that. It didn't mean to make you cry. Catch you later. Enjoy your net a bit later. So we'll see if there's anybody else just before we close down. Maybe take one or two more check-ins quickly, and then I'm going to shut the station down here and pass it back over to the Freestar network. So if you say your call sign twice and phonetically, please. QRZ TM5DVS.
Kilo Charlie 2 Zulu Victor India. Kilo Charlie 2 Zulu Victor India. Mike, Lake New York.
Kilo Charlie 2 Zulu Victor India. Very good evening to you, sir. Mike, nice to hear you on. KC2ZVI GM5DVS. Go
KC2ZVI. Mike from Lake New York. Just enjoying my weekend. This is my weekend as a paramedic, Monday and Tuesday. So I was looking forward to being able to call in and check in with you guys on the Freestar network and a couple other networks around, just to be able to see how people were doing. I hope everybody had a great Christmas, and I hope everybody had a safe and happy New Year. I'll be working on New Year's Eve and trying to call into the KB1 International IRN Multimode Network with Graham and Helen, and I hope to hear everybody on there. And thank you very much for taking my call and checking. KC2ZVI.
Yeah, KC2ZVI, GM5DVS. Yeah, okay, fine, Mike. Yeah, this is a DV Scotland Monday multimode net. We're on every week, Mike, from 2100 to 2230 UK time. We're on earlier this week because the Freestar network's doing a few events this week, and we had to move our time to let another net come on. So that's why we're a little bit earlier this week. But you're very welcome. We're a friendly bunch, and we like to hear people checking in from all around the world. That's what it's all about. So I'll say 7-3 to you, and I'm going to try and get one more check-in. And I'm actually running over my time, so I'm going to get one more, and then I'm going to close down the station here. So I wonder if there's any more check-ins on the DV Scotland Monday night multimode net. We're live across the Freestar network, the Phoenix network, and the IRN. This is GM5DVS QRZ. Say your call sign twice and phonetically, please. Okay, there's no else. Okay, I'm going to close the net down. Thanks to you, Gordon, MM3XGP, for doing the login. Much appreciated. And of course, thanks to my old buddy up there in Dundee, Kevin, who does a grand job with the net every week, MM0TMG. He'll still be listening to me, so I better say good things about him, or I'll be getting into trouble. So thanks to everyone that called in. Compliment to the season to you all, and we'll hopefully catch you next year for many more DV Scotland Monday night multi-mode nets. This is GM5 DVS, now off and clear, and QRT for the evening.